Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, we're going to talk about the constitutionality of impeachment because a lot of people are running around saying that what's being done is unconstitutional, to include the president. But as we have learned before, just because he tweets something doesn't mean it's true, even though a lot of other elected officials who have sworn an oath to support and defend the Constitution are running around saying the same thing, just proving they never read the document they swore an oath to support and defend. But anyway, we will cover everything that the Constitution says about impeachment. It's not really that much. Okay. People are saying that the process is unconstitutional. That's patently false. Just plainly, on its face, it's false. The impeachment process is the indictment phase. Okay, what the House is doing, that's the indictment phase. And what the Constitution has to say about that is in Article 1, Section 2, it says that the House shall appoint its officers, the Speaker of the House and whatever. And then they have sole power over impeachment. So to be clear, if they wanted to do the entire thing in secret, not even inform the president that it was happening, and do a surprise vote, that's completely constitutional. If they decided that their procedures require a witness to wear a Mickey Mouse hat and sing "It's a Small World" first, that's constitutional. The House has sole power over impeachment proceedings. If they render a verdict to impeach, then it goes over to the Senate to convict. They hold the impeachment trial. That's Article 1, Section 3. The Senate has sole power over impeachment trials. Now, the Senate, there are a few rules for them, not many though. They have to be under oath or affirmation. If they're impeaching the president, the Chief Justice has to preside, and they need a 2/3 majority to convict. Those are the rules. Now they have rules as far as punishment as well. Judgment is limited to removal from office and disqualification of holding future office. That's it. That's as far as the Senate can go during an impeachment trial. That's it. Now it does say that the person convicted is still liable to indictment, trial, judgment, and punishment in a criminal prosecution. But that's not the Senate. The Senate is not going to send the president to prison. That may happen afterward. Okay, Article 2, Section 2 discusses the president's right to pardon people. And he can't pardon in cases of impeachment. So that cute little meme, president gets impeached, removed, Pence pardons him, it's not going to work that way. Article 2, Section 4, that's the part that says high crimes and misdemeanors. Now, what that actually says is that the president shall be removed for these types of charges. Shall be is legalese, must be removed. The House and Senate can impeach and convict for pretty much anything they want. But for these things, the punishment has to include removal. Article 3, Section 2. Trial of all crimes except impeachment has to be done by jury. Okay. So this goes along with the rules for the Senate about the limitations on punishment and then clarifying that the person could be tried later. What it's doing is it's separating, and it's saying that an impeachment trial is not a criminal prosecution. It's not the same thing. So it's getting rid of the idea of double jeopardy and stuff like that. Okay, so that's it. The main document, the Constitution, that's all it says about impeachment. Those are the rules. None of those are being violated. None. There's nothing unconstitutional about the proceedings right now. Now, we have a couple other things that get thrown up that sound constitutional. They have to do with the Bill of Rights. And it says that the president is being denied due process. Well, first, we're still in the impeachment phase. They don't even have to tell him it's happening. Okay? There's no requirement for due process here. More importantly, that comes from the Fifth Amendment. No person shall be deprived life, liberty, or property without due process. What is the max punishment? Removal from office and disqualification. His life, liberty, and property are not in jeopardy. It doesn't even apply. The president has a right to confront his accusers. That's the Sixth Amendment. That amendment starts with the phrase, in all criminal prosecutions. As outlined in Article 1, Section 3, this is not a criminal prosecution. Now, he may get to confront his accusers. That may happen, but it's going to be after the Senate convicts, and then he's indicted. And during the trial, a criminal trial, he would be able to do that. That's it. There is nothing unconstitutional occurring. It's not a coup. It's the way the process is laid out. Anybody who says that it's a coup, anybody who says that it's unconstitutional, all they're doing is proving they've never read the Constitution. If you want to argue about the Constitution, you have to actually read it. So, anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good night.